we have an initiative called Transforming Education in the Global South towards 2050. So what exactly is that? That is a transforming education framework that is challenging the conventional industrialized educational system that's been around for 300 years. If you had to imagine an image, think of a pyramid that's turned upside down, right? And what's the content of that pyramid? It is mainly composed of the acquisition of knowledge, because that's what that system was created to do, to create the factory workers of tomorrow. However, the world has evolved tremendously, right? We're in a new era, a new century, and well into it. And still, in the education sector, we're still stuck with the 19th century industrialized conventional education system, with its emphasis on memorization, uniformity, and so on. So it is past due for us to rethink what is the true purpose and future of education. A lot of people talk about the future of education today. International agencies are all talking about that. Lots of conferences are talking about it. But almost nobody talks about the purpose of education. This is basically common sense, actually, to answer that question, okay? All we have to do is take a look at who we are in the totality of us as human beings, right? We have 4 primary dimensions, right? We have a physical vitality dimension. That's what you saw in the mirror this morning, right? Probably. We also have a mental cognitive dimension. We have an emotional relational dimension. And we're the only species that has a 4th dimension, which is the spiritual moral dimension. And this is the area of where all the value added is created. And this is the dimension or the domain of our conscience. Again, we're the only species that has a conscience. And the conscience is the standards, it represents the standards of truth, righteousness, goodness, and love. So our character, which is also the domain of the spiritual moral dimension, is simply the manifestation of those standards in the form of daily habits, actions, behaviors. So this effort is very much emphasizing how important character is, right? And how it actually links to universal spiritual principles and values. Because our aspiration in terms of our vision of one family under God, and how that's going to get realized in creating models of national transformation and a civilization of peace. So who's going to create that over the next 25 years? It's our students, our young people who are in our school systems right now, right? So we have an entire generation in the global South. 90% of the 1.2 billion young people in the world are in the global South. This is our sandbox, right? And, by the time all of them will have graduated by 2050, they will be between the ages of 27 and 54. So they're going to be leading companies, organizations, nations even, and international agencies, right? The question is, are they going to be good people? Are they going to be people of good character? Are they the ones finally that will create, through their effort and through modeling good character and virtues, a peaceful civilization, peaceful nations that allow prosperity to actually thrive, right? So this is why we're very invested in this right now. We feel we can make a tremendous impact and difference. And we're engaging with ministries of education in multiple countries in the Global South. Also, another fact, too, is that when you think about teachers and professors and parents and grandparents, when you look at our students, our young people, anyone who's between the ages of 1 and 27, spend 80 to 90% of their time in families or educational institutions, depending on what level. So can you imagine the incredible life impact that a good teacher can have on the life arc of these students or children, if it's a parent or a grandparent? So we want to awaken this possibility within our great educators out there, right? That it is more than just academic content. It is shaping a life with character that these young people will know what to do. They know to do the right thing, right? They know how to relate well with others. And also they know how to apply knowledge, not acquire it, to solve the complex problems that economically, socially, environmentally, that we're plagued with today, right? This is the generation that we're relying on, we're counting on, right? We need a new generation that will not be corrupt, right? That will do the upright thing. So like in real estate, anyone who's buying a house, right, knows that there are three key things with real estate: location, 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 right? In transforming education based on our experience, the three key things are content, content, content. So this is the transformative content on character, relationships, vitality, the application of knowledge to solve complex problems. So this is the essence of our work, right? To engage our stakeholders in mastering this content, but more importantly, that they manifest this in their daily lives. So our target is that the educators themselves actually transform themselves day by day, that they show up, every teacher, every professor shows up as a better version of themselves in front of their students than they did yesterday, modeling good character, greeting their students at the door, for example, right? And then we have a couple of more strategic points built on that. One is to create model regions in different countries. So we're doing this in the Philippines. In Region 3, it's the third largest region. We're well underway with creating a national model of one region. We're going to be doing this in other countries. And also creating model educational institutions. So we're working with a number of universities, schools, and so on to do that, and building awareness through this campaign.